Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel Spark Scholar. In today's video, we'll be discussing 10 signs of a good PhD supervisor. If you choose the wrong supervisor, then there's a problem. It will make you to spend more years. Now, choosing the wrong PhD supervisor quietly costs you years of your life. Not because you are not capable, but because the guidance is wrong. On the other hand, the right supervisor can make your PhD journey faster, smoother, and even enjoyable. So how do you know if the supervisor is truly good? In this video, I will walk you through 10 clear signs of a good PhD supervisor so you can avoid costly mistakes and make the right decision. Many PhD students struggle not because they lack intelligence or motivation, but because they lack the right mentorship. A supervisor is not just someone who checks your work. They influence how you think, how you work, how confident you feel, and even the direction of your career. That's why choosing the right supervisor is one of the most important decisions in your PhD journey. Let's go deeper into the 10 signs that truly define a good supervisor. Number 1, provide clear guidance without controlling everything. A good supervisor understands that a PhD is a training process, not just a project. So instead of controlling every step you take, they give you direction in a way that helps you grow. They help you shape your research questions, suggest possible method, and point you toward useful resources. But they don't sit on top of every decision you make. This balance is very important. If a supervisor controls everything, you become dependent and lose confidence in your own thinking. But if they give no direction at all, you can feel lost and overwhelmed. A good supervisor knows when to guide you and when to step back so you can think for yourself. Number 2, gives timely and useful feedback. Feedback is one of the most powerful tools in a PhD. A good supervisor does not leave your work sitting for months without response. They understand that delay feedback slows down your entire progress, but timely alone is not enough. The quality of feedback matters even more. Instead of vague comments like "this need improvement," they give clear, specific suggestions that show you exactly what to fix and how to improve. Good feedback saves you from going in the wrong direction for too long. It helps you grow faster and avoid wasting valuable time. Number 3, is available and easy to reach when needed. A good supervisor may be busy, but they are not absent. They create space for regular communication, whether through scheduled meetings, emails, or short checks-in. This accessibility is important because research is full of uncertainties. There will be moments when you feel stuck, confused, or unsure about your next step. In those moments, knowing that you can reach your supervisor makes a big difference. When communication is poor, small issues can quietly grow into serious delay. A good supervisor keeps the communication line open and active. Number 4, encourages you to think for yourself. Yes, a good supervisor encourages independent thinking. One of the main goals of a PhD is to develop independent thinking. A good supervisor understands this. Instead of giving you all the answers, they guide you by asking thoughtful questions. They challenge your assumptions and encourage you to explore different perspectives. At first, this might feel uncomfortable, but over time, it helps you build confidence in your own ideas and decisions. By the end of your PhD, you are not just someone who followed instruction, you become someone who can think, question, and contribute independently. Number 5, support your career beyond PhD thesis. A good supervisor is not only focused on helping you finish your thesis, They are also interested in what comes after your PhD. They guide you on how to publish your work, introduce you to other researchers, and encourage you to attend conferences or collaborate on projects. If you are interested in academia, they help you build a strong research profile. If you are interested in industry, they may guide you toward the relevant opportunities. Their experience and network can open doors that would be difficult to access on your own. Number 6, respect your time and mental well-being. PhD burnout is real, and it can slow down your progress more than anything else. A good supervisor understands that pushing a student too hard does not lead to better results. Instead, they encourage a sustainable pace of work. They set realistic expectations, respect your personal time, and understand that you have a life outside your research. This kind of environment allows you to stay productive over the long term without losing motivation or energy. Number 7, have strong research expertise. A supervisor does not need to know everything, but they show Actually, a supervisor does not need to know everything because it's not even possible for someone to know all. But they should know enough to guide you effectively. A good supervisor has solid experience in your field. They understand the important questions, the common mistakes, and the current trends. This allows them to quickly identify weaknesses in your work and suggest better directions. Without this expertise, you may spend a lot of time exploring paths that do not lead anywhere meaningful. With the right guidance, your progress becomes faster and more focused. Number 8, communicate expectations clearly. Clearly explains expectation. One of the biggest hidden problems in a PhD unclear expectation. If you don't know what your supervisor expects from you, it becomes difficult to meet those expectations. A good supervisor removes this confusion. They clearly explain what progress looks like, how often you should meet, and what expect in your draft, and how your work will be elevated or evaluated. This clarify gives your PhD structure and direction, making your journey more manageable. Number 9 is supportive during challenges. It provides motivation during setbacks and failed experience or experiment, guide towards solution. Every PhD has difficult phases. There will be times when your experiment fails, your paper gets rejected, or writing just does not work. In those moments, the role of your supervisor becomes even more important. A good supervisor does not disappear when things go wrong. They support you, encourage you, and help you see challenges as part of the process, not as failure. This support can be different between giving up and pushing through. During my master's thesis or during my master's dissertation, clearly during my master's program, I was opportune to have 3 supervisors. My major supervisor was a person that each time you bring a work, he goes through it and advise you on what to do. Yes, tell you why not do this. I'll do this to make this work much more better. The second supervisor was a person that his own is okay, you have done this. You know what? Let's draft out a paper in this particular area. Modify it to this direction, make it like this to be much more better. Then we can fund it and publish the paper. While my third supervisor is one that is very strict, that will say, no, I don't need this. Why did you do this? You are not supposed to do this. You see, that one is strict. Now combining these 3 supervisors, they shaped me. I was thinking I was wasting time, but at the end of the program, I became an expert in this field. Number 10, gives you credit and recognition. A supervisor is a person that is supposed to give you proper credit for your work. Recognition is an important factor for academic growth. A good supervisor ensures that your contributions are acknowledged. They include you as an author where appropriate. Give you opportunity to present your work and make sure your efforts are visible. This not only builds your confidence but also strengthens your academic profile for future opportunity. Final thought. A PhD is not just about research. It is about who guides you through that journey. The right supervisor can make your experience productive, meaningful, and even enjoyable. The wrong one can make it unnecessarily difficult. So take time to reflect. If you already have a supervisor, ask yourself honestly, do they show these qualities? And if you are choosing one, don't rush the decision, because you are not just choosing a research topic, you are choosing a mentor for one of the most important phases of your life. If you found this video helpful, like this video, share your experience in the comment section, share this video for your friends, for other researchers who may need it. Subscribe to Spark or Scholar G for more practical PhD research and guidance. Spark Scholar, from idea to paper. Bye for now. See you in our next video.